Today we're going to talk about modal verbs, الأفعال الناقصة. First, look at this table. We have can, should, must, and have to. Of course, each one has its own meaning or expresses certain meaning. كل فعل ناقص يعبر عن معنى معين. I can go طبعا تعبر عن أما السماحية الإذن أو ability. I should go الإلزام أو النصح. I must go الإجبار. I have to go الإجبار أيضا. Here we have certain things to do. He asks you to write the negatives. So if we want to write the negatives of these models, we say I can't go or cannot go, shouldn't or should not, mustn't or must not, but have to, I can't say haven't. We say don't have to. I don't have to go. Any questions to write questions? We can say can you go, should you go, must you go, and do you have to go. صار اختلاف بالثلاثة الأولى. خليت الفعل الناقص قبل السبجكت تحول إلى سؤال. تحولت الجملة إلى سؤال. لكن مع ال have to استخدمت فعل مساعد آخر اللي هو do. Write the third person singular. تعرفون ب third person singular يعني نستخدم اس الشخص الثالث. can, should, must ما تتقبل اس الشخص الثالث. لكن have to تتقبل. We can say he has to go. have to ممكن نحولها إلى has to. So which verb is different؟ واضح هو ال have to. مختلف. هذا الفعل have to ببعض الصفات اللي ماخذ من صفات الأفعال الرئيسية. مثلا ال third person singular يتقبل اس الشخص الثالث. أوكي؟ وماخذ من أفعال المودل اللي هي يعبرنا عن مثلا معنى معين. أو مثلا يأتي بعد فعل رئيسي have to go. تلاحظون كل هاي الأفعال الموجودة بعدها يكون شنو فعل رئيسي infinitive طبعا مصدر. إذا ماخذ من صفات الأفعال الناقصة والأفعال الرئيسية. لذلك نسميه semi modal verb. semi بمعنى شبه. semi modal verb. Okay? Now another table. طبعا اليوم المحاضرة هي أغلب شيء هي اختلافات بين هاي المودلز حتى نتعرف على المعاني اللي تعطيها. Which two sentences mean the same؟ طبعا I'm allowed to stay and I can stay or I can stay at my sister's house tonight تنطي نفس المعنى وهي بإمكاني أنا بإمكاني البقاء. مسموح لي البقاء. allow بمعنى يسمح. I'm allowed يسمح لي بالبقاء. إذن the first two sentences are the same or mean the same. So the question which sentence expresses obligation؟ have to. الجملة مع have to. علي البقاء. I have to stay at my sister's house tonight. Which sentences express permission؟ السماح الإذن. طبعا أول جملتين. The first two sentences. Now we practice these modal verbs. Complete the sentences with have to or don't have to. يعني have to اللي تعني الإجبار الإلزام و don't have to اللي تعني النفي مالتها وتعني عدم الضرورة It is not important to do something. Children go to school. هل من الضروري؟ Yes. So we say children have to go to school. طيب millionaires work. الأغنياء يعملون. يحتاج يعملون؟ No. So we say millionaires don't have to work. ما يحتاجون للعمل. Don't have to work. You go to England if you want to learn English. تذهب إلى England إذا everywhere. ممكن تتعلم الإنجليزية في كل مكان. So you say you don't have to go to England if you want to learn English. مو ضروري. In England you have to drive on the left. يجب أن تقود في جهة اليسار. هذا الشيء إجباري. قاعدة أو قانون يجب الالتزام به. Another note. Have got to and have to. Both express obligation. هنا انطانا ضاف على ال have to got. طبعا في اللفظ got و got شوية يعني تكون مائلة لل sound. Have got to refers to an obligation now or soon. يقول هنا اثنيناتن يعبرن عن الإجبار يعني شيء من الضروري القيام به. ولكن have got تكون للمستقبل القريب يعني something to do very soon في القريب العاجل or now الآن. It's often reduced to gotta when we speak, especially in American English. I've gotta go now. مثل ما I'm gonna go now. ممكن اختصارها I've gotta. إذن تستخدم بالإنجليزية الأمريكية وممكن اختصارها إلى gotta. This is the difference between have got to and have to. Here in this table we have detailed description or detailed forms for have to. ذكرنا إنه ال have to تشترك مع الأفعال الرئيسية في بعض الصفات. وهذا التيبل يوضح هذا الشيء. إذا ممكن ال have to تأتي في المضارع، ممكن في الماضي، ممكن بالحالتين أيضا ننفيهم باستخدام فعل مساعد. إذا have to and has to are used in the present. We can say my parents have to go to work. My mother has to get up early. بالتأكيد have to مع الفاعل الجمع. مثلا you, we, they, I or plural noun أو اسم جمع. Has to with singular, he, she, it or singular noun. If we want to negate them, we use don't and doesn't. We say, my parents don't have to clean my room, or my parents don't have to take out the rubbish. استخدمت don't مع الجمع. ما يصير أقول my mother don't. لا. أقول my mother doesn't have to do the washing up. Okay? إذا don't مع المجموعة الأولى اللي تاخذ have to و doesn't مع المجموعة اللي تاخذ has to. If we want to change the sentence into the past or change have to into the past form, we use had to. had to تأتي مع جميع أنواع الفاعل سواء مفرد أو جمع. We can say my parents had to, my grandparents had to, my sister had to, etc. And in negative, we use didn't with the base form of have to. لاحظ بإضافة don't, doesn't, didn't ال have to تستخدم بصيغة المصدر، ما يصير أقول doesn't has to، لا، or didn't had to. ال have to حتكون مجردة إذا استخدمنا don't doesn't or didn't. واضح؟ عندكم سؤال طلاب لحد الآن؟
واضح.
Okay. Now, make negative questions and past forms with can, have to, are allowed. هنستخدم النيجاتيف، النفي، السؤال، والماضي مع هذه الأفعال. هنري can swim، طبعا ممكن نلفظها can وممكن can. It has strong and weak form. Both. So, Henry can't swim. This is negative. Can Henry swim? Question. And Henry could swim. This is in the past. Note. Could is the past form of can. Could هو ماضي. Can. But could can be used in the present and the future. could ممكن أستخدمها مع يعني في الوقت الحاضر وأيضا المستقبل للتعبير عن المستقبل. For example, could you lend me some money? Could you pass me the salt? هل بإمكانك إقراضي بعض النقود؟ هل بإمكانك تمرير الملح؟ هنا دا أطلب من شخص أن يقوم بعمل في المستقبل، سواء مستقبل قريب أو بعيد. Have to. In the sentence number 2, you have to wear a uniform. This is affirmative, مثبت. You don't have to wear a uniform. Negative. Do you have to wear a uniform? Question. And you had to wear a uniform. Past. Another sentence. She has to work hard. She doesn't have to work hard. Does she have to work hard? تلاحظون وين استخدمت ال does بالنيجاتيف والسؤال. و in the past she had to work hard. تلاحظون استخدمت had to مع اليو ومع she. They allowed to wear jeans? Question. And the past they wear. are حولناها إلى were. طبعا الجملة هي are allowed، إذا انتبهتوا لها هي passive form. are و past participle، صحيح؟ إذن هي passive voice sentence. Okay. They were allowed to wear jeans. هم يمكنهم أو كان بإمكانهم ارتداء الجينز. This is how to make negative questions and past forms. Here we have some rules. We have some rules in Britain. With these rules, we practice using can, have to, don't have to, allow. Okay. Of course, according to the meaning. صوتي واضح طلاب؟
واضح ست واضح.
واضح ست عشرين.
1. You can get married when you're 16. You can get married يعني you are allowed to marry when you're 16. طبعا هنا they will compare it with your country. Is it the same in your country؟ هل نفس الشيء في بلدك؟ You can get married. إذن بإمكانك، مسموح لك. Is it allowed in Iraq?
Yes, of course.
Yes, but with permission of parents, with the father or grandfather, with a permission. Yes. So the age that is accepted is 18. 2. You have to wear a seat belt in a car. You have to. هذا قانون. يجب ارتداء حزام الأمان في السيارة. This is, there is something like that in Iraq, but very few to apply it or to follow this rule. You can drive a car when you're 17. بإمكانك قيادة السيارة عندما تصبح 17. Yes, we have such a thing, I guess. Young people don't have to do military service. ما يحتاجون، ليس من الضروري الانضمام إلى الخدمة العسكرية. Yes, we have such a thing. It is not obligatory. مو إجباري. There are lots of public places where you aren't allowed to smoke. Yes, in some of the public places, people can't smoke. غير مسموح لهم بالتدخين في الأماكن العامة. Like hospitals, police stations, etc. Now we have should. Should is another modal verb, is used to give advice. أيضا معناه يجب، ولكن يجب بمعنى النصح وليس الإجبار. So it's up to the person whether to take the advice or not. Here we have different situations and we have to give advice for them. Read the sentences and give advice. Use should. My son never wants to go out. He just plays computer games all day. إذن النصيحة المناسبة للشخص اللي ما يخرج يلعب دائما طوال اليوم. You should tell him to get a job. يجب إخباره بأنه يحصل على عمل. You should tell him to get a job. My car keeps breaking down. سيارتي دائما تتعطل. النصيحة شنو؟
You should take it to the maintenance.
Yes, you should take it to the maintenance, or you should buy a new one. Okay, we can say that. 3. I'm not sleeping very well these days. I'm not sleeping. هذا بعد على توقيت رمضان. So, which advice can we give him?
He can't take a pills. You should take a pills from doctor.
Yes, you can take pills from the doctor. And 4, since my mother died, my father doesn't know what to do with himself. منذ وفاة والدتي أبي لا يعلم ماذا يفعل. So, which advice do you give him? He should travel. He should marry another woman, or he should have a job or something interesting. 5. I just don't know what to do with my hair. It looks awful. So, which advice do you give him?
You should go to the barber.
Yes, you should go to the barber. You should have a haircut. Here's some of the sample answers. Yes. Now, how to ask for advice. طلب النصيحة. We can use should I with any verb, or in general, what should I do? ماذا علي أن أفعل? What should I do؟ يعني نحكي الموقف بالبداية، بعدها What should I do? أطلب النصيحة. Here we have different situations. I've been offered a place at Oxford and Cambridge. Which university should I go to? أي جامعة يجب أن أذهب لها? He's very lucky. Okay. Everything on the menu looks wonderful. What should I order? ماذا علي أن أطلب? I've got a terrible headache and I can't read the instruction on this aspirin bottle. How many should I take? And the last question, my aunt has invited me to her picnic, but I don't want to go. What should I say to her? Okay. تلاحظون دائما السبجكت I ما قبله should I فعل مجرد. I دائما نستخدمها لأنه هو الشخص اللي دا يطلب نصيحة لنفسه، يتحدث عن نفسه فيقول ماذا علي أو يجب علي أن أفعل. Here we have the difference between must and have to. We said that both can be used for obligation للإجبار. But of course there should be a difference. طبعا اختلافات البعض يقول إنه must is stronger. Must هي أقوى من ال have to. Okay? And some say no. Must is used when the person decides something, and have to is used for rules that put by another one. إذن must حسب هذا التمرين حسب هذا الكتاب تستخدم لما يكون القرار شخصي. have to لما يكون قاعدة أدنى قانون قد وضع من جهة أخرى، مؤسسة، حكومة، شخص آخر. هذا هو الاختلاف. Here the example explains the difference. I must have drink of water. يجب علي أن أشرب الماء. I'm really thirsty. أنا عطشان حقا. هنا القرار شخصي، قرر إنه يشرب الماء لأن عطشان. The second sentence, I have to drink lots of water. The doctor told me so. إذن القرار أو الطلب الجملة من قبل الطبيب، لذلك استخدمنا have to. I must do my homework tonight. Why? I'm telling myself it's important. أخبر نفسي لأن هذا الشيء مهم. So I decide this. The second sentence, I have to do my homework tonight. This is why I can't come out with you tonight. إذن كأنه القرار من قبل شخص آخر لا يستطيع الخروج لأن لديه واجب. We must go to Paris sometime. It would be really nice. سيكون شيء لطيف جميل. جملة ثانية, we have to go to Paris next week. Another boring business trip. Yawn. إذن هنا العمل أو القرار من قبل المؤسسة اللي يعملون من الصالح. يجب علي أن أذهب، علينا أن نذهب. Another boring business trip. رحلة عمل مملة أخرى. 4. I must wear something nice to go tonight. I want to look good. أنا أرغب أن أظهر بشكل لطيف جيد. So I must wear. Men have to wear shirt and tie to go into push restaurant. It's the house rule. على الرجال ارتداء القميص وربطة العنق للذهاب لمطعم فاخر، إنها قاعدة عامة. 5. I must water the plants today.
A.
I haven't done them for ages. يجب علي سقي النباتات لأني لم أفعل ذلك منذ زمن. You have to water plants daily. They need lots and lots of water. هنا قاعدة أن يجب أن تسقي النباتات يوميا لأنها تحتاج إلى الكثير من الماء. لاحظتوا الفرق؟ عندكم سؤال؟ Okay. Now, the difference between mustn't and don't have to. أخذنا الاختلاف بين الماست مو صحيح والهاف تو، لكن الاختلاف بين mustn't و don't have to شيء آخر. mustn't is used for prohibition للمنع. Mustn't is used for prohibition, while don't have to is used to say that something is not important, unnecessary to do something. إذا mustn't للمنع، أمنع شخص من القيام بشيء لأنه إذا قام بهذا الشيء حتكون هناك مشكلة. don't have to تعبر عن عدم الحاجة لفعل هذا الشيء، شيء ليس بالضروري، غير مهم أن نقوم بهذا الشيء، هو هذا الاختلاف. So, we have a lot of work tomorrow. You mustn't be late. لدينا الكثير من العمل بالغد، يجب أن لا تتأخر. 2. You mustn't tell Mary what I told you. It's a secret. يجب أن لا تخبر ماري بما أخبرتك به لأنه سر. mustn't هنا أمنع هذا الشخص. The museum is free. You don't have to pay to get in. المتحف مجاني، لا تحتاج للدفع من أجل الدخول، من غير الضروري أن تدفع. Don't have to. Children mustn't tell lies. It's very naughty. يجب أن لا يتعلم أو لا يكذب الأطفال لأنه شيء مزعج. Therese millionaire. He don't have to go to work. لا يحتاج للذهاب إلى العمل. I don't have to do my washing. My mother does it for me. لا أحتاج للغسيل لأن أمي تقوم به من أجلي. We don't have to rush. We've got plenty of time. لا نحتاج للإسراع للسرعة، لدينا كثير من الوقت. You mustn't play with guns. They're dangerous. يجب أن لا تلعب في المسدسات لأنها خطرة. This is my favorite pen. You can borrow it, but you mustn't lose it. هذا هو قلمي المفضل. بإمكانك استعارته ولكن يجب أن لا تضيع. Shall I come with you? You can if you want, but you don't have to. هل أأتي معك أو معكم؟ نعم، بإمكانك إن ترغب بذلك، ولكن ليس من الضروري. لا حاجة لذلك. You don't have to. Now, any question concerning the difference between mustn't and don't have to?
واضحة ست واضحة.
Okay. The last thing, we have this conversation, practicing the conversation between two friends. We have certain expressions to learn, بعض العبارات اللطيفة. So, I'm gonna read it and explain the important expressions. I can't stop thinking about this trip. لا يمكنني التوقف عن التفكير بهذه الرحلة. I can't stop. طبعا I can't stop تستخدم for excitement لإظهار الحماس. Same here. Same here. An expression is used to show agreement. لما تتفق مع الشخص بنفس الرأي. لديك نفس الرأي. You have the same opinion. Same here. نفس الشيء يعني. I spend all my time just looking at maps. أنا أقضي طول الوقت أنظر في الخرائط. What do you think? Should we take cash or traveler's checks? ماذا تعتقد؟ هل يمكن أن نأخذ cash أو traveler's checks؟ هنا ده يطلب نصيحة أو يطلب رأي صديقه. I think we should take traveler's checks. It'll be safer. انطانا نصيحة we should take traveler's checks. Why? Because it will be or they are safer. أأمن. So we should take. Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. Another expression for agreement. عبارة أخرى للاتفاق بالرأي. You're right. Why should we go to Thailand? أيضا يسأل عن رأي أو يطلب نصيحة. Well, I don't think we should go during the rainy season. I'd rather go in February or March when it's drier. النصيحة هي عدم الذهاب في الفصل الممطر. We should go. I don't think we should go during the rainy season. I'd rather go. I'd rather go معناها أفضل الذهاب في الشهر الثاني أو الثالث. When it's drier يعني تكون جافة. طقس تكون جاف. Sound like a good idea to me. Sounds يعني مو أصوات وإنما معناها يبدو. طبعا الجملة مختصرة. الجملة أصلها هي It sounds like a good idea to me. إنها تبدو كفكرة جيدة لي. أيضا عبارة للاتفاق في الرأي. Agreement. Acceptance. تقبل. I can't wait to get going. لا يمكنني الانتظار للذهاب في وقت الذهاب. Can't wait أيضا show excitement. تظهر الحماس. Okay? Now, any question? If you have a question, feel free to ask.